We've been very clear about what we expect, and that is, do not use chemical weapons.
This was meant to be a president rallying support to lead his country to military action. But in 6 television interviews, both in what he said and how he said it, Barack Obama didn't sound like one.
The American people are not persuaded. Right now, members of Congress who are just getting back still have questions. So we're going to have time to have a good deliberation in Congress. We will pursue this diplomatic track. I fervently hope that this can be resolved in a non-military way. But I think it is important for us not to let the pedal off the metal when it comes to making sure that they understand we mean what we say about these international bans on chemical weapons.
The president was responding to an unexpected development. In London, US Secretary of State John Kerry had suggested Syria could avoid action by giving up chemical weapons.
Turn it over, all of it, without delay, and allow a full and total accounting.
Kerry seemed to be straying from his government's policy, but in Moscow his words were leapt on.
We call on the Syrian government not only to put the locations of chemical weapons bases under international control, but also to later eliminate these weapons.
By evening in Washington, Barack Obama was acknowledging the idea. No strikes in return for Syria giving up its chemical weapons. The president put the best gloss on the fact a Russian-inspired diplomatic initiative had upstaged him.
I don't think that we would have gotten to the point where they even put something out there publicly had it not been a credible military threat from the United States and those who support serious responses to what happened inside of Syria. I think it is important for the international community and the United States to stand up and say this cannot happen.
At the last minute, the Senate put preparations to vote on Syria on hold. Senators who support the use of force insist the Russian plan changes nothing.
Does this muddy the water, though? Does it make your job harder, the president's harder?
Look, I'm not interested in whether the water is muddied or not. I'm looking for a result, okay? I mean, it matters to me not if things are complex or if the water is muddied. It matters to me that we end up getting a result here, and if this somehow generates a result, fine.
But the White House says the Russian proposals will now be explored, leaving momentum towards any action against Syria stalled. Dominic Waghorn, Sky News, Washington.